South Africa now through to the semi-final with the winner of this game.
I'd probably challenge you on that. I think they're just as tough a competition as any other team.
Yes.
Annika Bosch, and what a time to come good in this World Cup, in a World Cup semi-final.
We step onto the field every time thinking and wanting we're going to win the game.
Yeah, they lost the second one now. South Africa now through to the semi-final with the winner of this game joining them in the semi-final.
Okay, well if ICC posted it, then it must be real.
It is real. We are through to the semi-final.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Yay!
Hi Laura, how are you guys feeling ahead of the clash?
Yeah, obviously a massive game for us. Obviously brings back a little bit of deja vu just a year ago, having to face them in the final. If we play our best cricket, they are beatable.
Thank you.
Thanks.
South Africa as compared to England or India or as compared to West Indies, it's not as tough competition as we compare with them.
I'd probably challenge you on that. I think they're just as tough a competition as any other team, particularly when you're playing a World Cup semi-final. And they've got some of the best players in the world. Like, you only have to look at Marizanne Kapp and what she's capable of, and you know, one single player can turn a game.
Perfect. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, on the eve of the semi-final between South Africa and Australia, I think the South African team's got as good a chance as they've ever had to beat Australia. For a start, they've actually beaten Australia this year. It's the first time they ever won both a T20 and an ODI against them. And I think these ladies are very, very close behind. So if there was a chance, this is it. Australia have won the World Cup 6 times, and they are far and ahead the leading women's team. They professionalized long before other teams. They've got a dynamic player pool. They've got lots of depth. They've got players they can choose from. I mean, the captain is injured and they got someone else that can just take her place. So Australia are a side that have all their bases covered. They've had the WBBL for something like 10 seasons, and they definitely are the gold standard and the leaders of the game. I think now, in probably the last 18 months, we've started to see a little chink in the armor. South Africa have beaten them, West Indies have beaten them. Those are 2 teams in the semi-final, so they can be beaten.
Let us hold hands and pray.
How are you feeling about South Africa's chances going up against, you know, Australia?
Funny enough, actually pretty calm and relaxed as well. And
wait until she gets into the commentary.
Yeah, that's a bit of a different story. when things start to happen, that's a bit of a different story. But actually calm, because you've been this already now a few times. You know, the final last year, they beat Australia this year in Australia for the first time. I think it's a situation from South Africa's point of view, at least they now know what they're kind of up against.
I think that there's, like, Australia has that one match to lose, sorry to say.
Sip your coffee, Marta. Let's just sip our coffee. You know, what is that? Have you got any word on who your potential captain would be? And if it's not Healy, who would you like to see be captain?
Well, Tali McGrath did a wonderful job against India. I thought she actually stayed really calm. She has some wonderful experienced players around her. Elise Perry was doing a lot of talking, Ash Gardner.
So if you look at the quality of the Australian side and their ability to win those pressure moments like they did against India, who is South Africa's go-to in that situation, would you think?
I think the obvious thing from a skills point of view and an experience point of view is Marizanne Kapp, obviously. But I actually think somebody like Chloe Tryon, who's the vice captain,
my goodness.
She has to be someone you lean on, and that's from a skills point of view, but also just from a point of view of positivity. Because she's somebody who will mesh everyone together. She gets on with everybody, and she's going to be important on the field if things go wrong. If things go wrong, then you want to lean on Chloe.
You know, there's a lot of cricket to be played, and we get to go and talk about it, but you need to eat your breakfast before we go. So tuck in, and if you could pass me those chocolate ones over there, please, mate. You're right, sweetheart. Oh, excellent. Hey!
Coin toss is done and dusted. South Africa have won it. They're going to have a bowl first. And there is that swing straight away. Gives width. It's in the air and it's taken. It's a big wicket for South Africa.
Yes.
Yeah, couldn't change the field because the batters hadn't changed. So the free hit has been capitalised on by Wareham in Australia. Oh, is there a little tickle? Marizan Cap likes it. They have the option of going upstairs, and I think they'll use it.
Flat line before it reaches the bat. Okay, just take that back. Okay, there is a clear spike.
McGrath finds a way through. Finds a way through yet again. Sweet off the bat to end the power play.
Well, when you win the toss and you bowl in a semi-final against the current T20 World Cup champions, you want to put them on the back foot, and they've done exactly that, South Africa.
That's lovely from Beth Mooney. She loves to use her feet to the spinners. South Africa have been putting on the squeeze, but that's gone through. And it's racing away to the boundary for 4. Cries of catch it in the air and safely taken by Annery Derrickson. Goes into the surface, saw her coming down, and it's just out of reach of Marizan Cup. Come a long way down. She's got a long way to go to turn. South Africa get a wicket in the 17th over.
Mooney out. And there was this big conference as well. They've got to make sure these last 3 overs are bowled well and the fielding to support it.
They will get 2. All these runs are crucial because these last 3 overs have been very good for Australia. Out to the leg side with power, but not enough. Tasman Brits now holds on to it and now takes a sharp catch, which could make a big difference in South Africa's chase.
Very, very good score. On a bowling pitch, we're going to do very well. We have many, many good bowlers, so we're quietly confident, but could go down to the wire. Let's see.
134 is what they managed to put on the board, Australia.
Or a 6, so close. First 6 of the match. It's a get out of jail shot. Superb! What a way to get into the attack.
Important wicket for the Australian side.
Vulvard attacks Brown. Australia on the back foot.
First 10 overs, South Africa have scored 74 for 1. They're chasing a target of 135. So basically they need a run a ball. This partnership is huge for South Africa. They do have batting to come. Marizan Cup, of course, Chloe Tryon, lots of experience. Australia need wickets. Bosch is going after it and she's got the result. 4 runs.
is cleanly struck. All the way for 6. For Annika Bosch, and what a time to come good in this World Cup, in a World Cup semi-final.
51 from 31, and she's not done yet.
An audacious shot from Annika Bosch. There's 2 fielders after it, but she gets another boundary. McGrath takes the catch. And Laura Wolfhard perishes on 42.
Out to the leg side it goes. They're looking to win, and South Africa have reached Fortress Australia. The Proteas have defeated one of the most dominant teams in sporting history. They have a chance to lift a T20 World Cup trophy as they beat Australia for the first time in a T20 World Cup match.